What's up, people? Tonight I just want to tell you a story about where I used to live and what happened. Where I used to live was like a unit, and I used to live just on my own. And I had like the basics, I had like very minimal stuff. I had like just a doona, a pillow, some blankets, some kitchen utensils, maybe a plate. Anyway, while I was moving in and everything was settling down and everything was all good, I was just reading a book one night, and I'm just sitting on a chair, and I got tired. I was just like, all right, like, I think it's about time, I go to sleep. The words were starting to get blurry in the book, kind of thing. And I was like, okay, I'm going to go to sleep, whatever. And I went over to my bedroom door, and I'm like standing in the doorway, just like looking into my room. And you know how you you look at your bed and you kind of, you know where you're, like, where your bed's at. So when you make when you switch the light off, you sort of V-line straight to your bed, sort of thing. Because it was the only light on. And so I'm just standing by the, doorway looking at my bed. And I'm like, okay, whatever, switch the light off. And I switched the light off, and straight away, at the end of my bed, I see this dark silhouette. I mean, it just looked like a shadow, like this spirit thing, this dark energy thing was just like standing at the end of my bed. And I'm just like frozen. I'm just thinking like, what the fuck? Like, I'm just like in a state of shock. And I was like, it was like some kind of like, protective mechanism or something that just like, survival mechanism or something that just like happened. And I was like, just waving my hands in front of me. I was just like, no, 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 no. And I'm just like waving my hands, like cutting through the air sort of thing, like, no, no, no. Because just the fear that, just from seeing something like that was just like, because I'd never seen anything like that in my life ever before. So I was just like, what the hell am I looking at here? And so I just like started going, no, 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 just walking into my room like that. And I just jumped into bed, like, as fast as I could. I just grabbed the doonas. I was just like, put them straight over my head. And I could feel the presence of this thing. Like, I was just like I just knew something was there. And I was just like, oh man, this is not good, eh? And I was just freaking out. Anyhow, somehow, I got to sleep. And like the next day, I like went to work and stuff and caught up with a mate and stuff. And I was like, like, mate, I got to tell you, I saw something in my room last night. And he's like, oh, what happened and stuff? And I'm like, man, I saw this, you know, this evil spirit thing, this like dark energy thing, like was just in my room and that, you know, at the end of my bed and that. And he's like, going, far out, man, what the, you know. He's like, and then he just went on to tell me, he's like, hang on, man, I've got to tell you this. He's like, my brother actually used to live where you live. And I was like, what? You didn't tell me that. That's trippy. Anyway, he's like, yeah, he used to live where you live. And I was like, oh, what? Anyway, he went on to tell me that his brother used to practice like witchcraft and stuff like that. Like he had all these occult books and stuff, you know, incantations and, you know, whatever it was, like some dark stuff. And I was just like, man, well, I think that sort of answers it, in a way, like, and I was just like freaking out and so on and stuff like that. And then he goes on and he tells me that, like, because we had this shop next door, was an antique shop. He used to sell all these antiques, all this old stuff. And he's like, yeah, before it was an antique shop, it used to be a morgue. And I'm just like, what the fuck, are you serious? I'm just like, and like, I don't know if there was any connection between it being a morgue next door or whatever, but yeah, it was kind of like, you know, because I was trying to find out what the hell this thing, you know, what it was doing in my house and stuff, and I was like, you know, like, you know, just trying to make sense of it and that, because I'd never seen anything like that before. But yeah, this is just something that just one time, you know, just happened, like, but it really just opened my eyes, like, you know, to you know, dark energies and stuff like that, and just had me thinking like differently about it all, you know, that there is these things, you know, floating around and showing up and so on. And I think, you know, particularly like if, you know, people are, you know, conjuring these things or calling them up and so on and stuff like that, it's like they will, you know, sort of manifest and like house themselves into places and things like that. So anyway, it's a pretty creepy story, but it's a true story, and it's just something that came to my mind, and yeah, just wonder what you guys think. Just wanted to share a story, and hope you guys are all doing well, and thanks to everyone that's like and subscribed, and peace to everyone out there. Till the next video, peace and love. Cheers.